We just did a really fun Operation Greatness Action Pod number 80. It's called The 4 Steps to Manifesting What You Want. You're meant to have it, so stay focused and make it yours. I'll give you the 4 steps when we're doing this Action Pod number 80, so make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and that you're joining us for this podcast when it's out later today. So make sure you're looking for those notifications that one notification when it's ready for you to get. Okay, so already right here, what is it that you want? Think about that. How good do you feel about having that? What's coming up for you in terms of like the stereotypical example is if it's a red Ferrari, but then not you because you're aware of where you are giving your power, where you're giving your attention, you are giving your power, so you're not giving your power to anything you don't want. So you're mindful of how you're using your power through your focus every moment, right? That's you, right? You're the master of your life, and you're easily creating anything that you want. Some people, let's just put it that way, when they think about having that red Ferrari in their driveway, they're thinking, oh, but that's kind of ostentatious. What will my neighbors think of me? They'll think that I think I'm better than them. I mean, that's one thing, so in other words, notice what you want, bring that to the forefront, and yet also notice, are there any old programs? And then if there are, well, we talk about that in this Action Pod number 80. We talk about what to do with those non-supportive, old limiting beliefs and programs when they come up, your conditioning. And so just be aware of that, or do you have that, the red Ferrari? When you think about the red Ferrari in your driveway, I look out and I see more like a green Bugatti in my driveway, because a Bugatti I would rather have than a Ferrari, and that's the car that I do want. And I think when I went down to Scottsdale I went to the Bugatti dealership down there, and I think the new ones at that time cost $3.2 million. I don't know. And yet, when I see the Bugatti in my driveway, it's well used. It's loud. I don't know. I don't really drive it that much because it's so loud, but I like the idea of having it because I don't know if it's still the case. It used to be the fastest production car in the world, and I think it could do, 220 miles an hour, I think was the top speed. Not that I know that personally. Anyway, but do you have that, the other thing that might come up with the red Ferrari when you picture that in your driveway is, oh, but it costs so much to drive. It's so expensive. It's not good for the environment. All these blah, 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 negative self-talk. That's what I want you to recognize, because let's look at specifically your conditioning. So what is the conditioning in your mind that comes up when you think about having something affluent, something luxurious, something maybe others would consider exorbitant? Like, how could you spend $2.8 million or $3.2 million for a car? That's ostentatious. Well, that's old habits, and that's old conditioning, that's limiting beliefs. So I want you right here to recognize the limiting beliefs, the old conditioning, because none of that is serving you. None of that is real. That's all just a story. I mean, do you think Bill Gates or Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos is there anything wrong with them for having a lot of money and buying their own airplane with it, their Gulfstream or whatever they have? Or Is there anything wrong with buying nice things? Taking care of yourself? Because you're the sacred temple. Your body is your sacred temple, and your life is a reflection of you. So, do you not have beautiful things in your consciousness, in your mind, in your awareness, in your presence, in your being? Is there any reason to limit that? Because then you would be limiting the impact you're able to have, how much you're being of service to others. These are deep questions, so I really want you to be honest with yourself here, and I want you to share your thoughts about this on your social media, and then in your post, link back to this video. And also, we can talk about all this in our freeingthematrix.com mastermind, which is really important for every one of us to do, because I'll give you the coaching that you want to let go of those old habits and thoughts and programs, because they don't belong in there. They were programmed in you only to keep you small, to keep you in scarcity, fear, lack consciousness. That's not you. You're so much bigger than that. That's why it's called freeingthematrix.com, our freeingthematrix.com mastermind. Freeing the matrix from your mind. And actually, when you go to freeingthematrix.com, do that Freeing the Matrix from Your Mind masterclass, which is, honestly, I could charge $2,000 for that masterclass, and it would be well worth it, because your mind is so much greater than the matrix ever could imagine being. Your mind is so much beyond the matrix. Because your mind is unlimited, because you are unlimited. Where you're giving your power is, your power is sacred because you are sacred. So nothing matters more than where you are choosing to give your attention. Not the program scarcity, fear, lack consciousness, because that's not you. That was just a program, like a virus, and now it's time to purge yourself of that virus. So let's purge that virus in our freeingthematrix.com mastermind. How are you relating to all this? Share your thoughts about all of this on your social media. Lead your friends into this video. And join us in the freeingthematrix.com mastermind and share your thoughts about all this there as well. And stay tuned for this Operation Greatness podcast number 80, the 4 steps to manifesting what you want. What was most meaningful for you here? Let me know personally in the essay you're sending me, dan@danclatt.com. Thank you. Thank you very much.